Alright, I'm working in X15. This was a plan posted on Chief Talk, and it was about roofs. Problem was roofs, and you can see that this roof is sort of a mess. Everything here looks like it's manual. I don't think you can easily do auto roofs to build this entire roof, but we're going to try to use auto roofs until we run out of auto roof ease. So let's go back over here. I'm going to turn off the grids. I'm going to turn off reference display. I'm going to select one of these roof planes. We don't need to see overhang area or gutters or labels. And I'm going to turn on baselines. And I'm going to do edit, reset to defaults, all floors, roof groups. Probably none of this is set, but just in case, I'm going to reset all these things. And let's see, this roof is a pitch of 6. That one's 4. That one's 5. And that one's 2. I'm going to make these two gable roofs the same. Make them both 6. And then we'll work from there. It also looks like we've got 2 different window sizes here. I would typically put the center of the gable between these 2 windows, and that looks like about where the ridge is. But that roof plane stops right there, so I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to take this one and put it over there. So that's where it probably should be. I'm going to put a break in that wall right there. And make that a full gable wall. I'm going to drag this all the way across. I'm surprised that worked with that wall. Yeah, it didn't. With that wall right there, it moved the brake. Put a brake right there. Make that a full gable. Make this front wall gable. Auto rebuild roofs. Make this 6. And say okay. And we've got some roofs that don't have a roof over, or rooms that don't have a roof over them. I'm just going to delete that wall just to be expedient. Looks like we've got some places down here. We don't need roofs. Looks like we've got a little orphan wall here. Alright, when I'm working on roofs, I like to go to Technical Illustration, 3D, Toggle Patterns, select the roof plane and turn off ridge caps. We don't need baselines, we don't need trim, we don't need gutters. We don't need overhang area. We just need roof planes. So that makes it easier to see how things are all joined up. Looks like these things are all slabs. That's a slab. That's a slab. That's a slab. I'll just leave those alone for now. I would put a wall around there and make that a porch. Alright, so now I want to smooth out this ridge. And I want to make these two roof planes. I want to make the ridge height the same as the ridge height here. So let's see what that is. 108 1/4. So let's see if I can do this. Lock the fascia top height. 108.25. Yep, that's obviously not correct. What I need is this, the ridge. So we'll lock the fascia top height, change the ridge. The pitch changes. I don't want to do that. All I want to do is open up this wall. Change the pitch. Same back here. And we still have that little still just a tiny little spot there. That's better. One of the problems with looking at these plans you get posted is you don't know what's correct. You just have to sort of guess. Now, in theory, putting a roof all the way around this should be pretty simple. But because of this right here, this gable, I don't think it's going to be. So I'm just going to draw some manual roof planes. And I'm going to use this edge of this slab to do so. And I'm going to select both of these, open them. I'm going to change the fascia top height to 100 inches. Like that, and make this 2. And do the same thing with this. I'm going to have to change that too, but this will give us a start. Connect these two. And I can break that and see if it'll connect over to there. Now this up here is not correct. So let's look over here. If you remember the roof that I started with, this fascia was down a little bit from this fascia. That's why I dropped the top height on this. Again, that's just a guess. I don't know if it's supposed to be even or if it's supposed to be like this. So I'll put a break right in this corner. Pull this back. And pull this over. Take this and put a break right there. And then join that to that. And back over here. It goes up against the wall. I'm going to join this to that. And that goes up against the wall. And you'll see that there's a gap right here. There's a roof plane there. And there's a roof plane there. And that's because this roof plane is across this way is less than this one is across this way. This one looks like it's 10'8" to that line, and over here it's 11'8", and this is 10 foot. So to get those to match up, I'm going to drag this down. I'm going to open that roof plane, get the fascia top or the ridge top height. I'm going to Control Z to put that roof plane back where it goes. Select this one. Lock the pit, or lock the fascia top height, and paste there. Okay, let's look over here. You can see how that's not correct. So I'm going to do that. And now you can see how these roof planes join right there in the corner, right where the edge of that, or the corner of that wall is. Now this needs to be joined like that. This needs to be down like this. Join that to that. I'm going to take this roof plane, copy it, drag it up here, spin it around. Pick up that little corner and see if I can point to point. Looks like right there. It's hard to tell with all these extra lines and stuff. And I can select that edge, join it there. I like the fascia top height and put this back to 2. And then rejoin those. I don't remember if this went all the way across, but we'll just do that. A couple breaks in here. Connect those. Connect those. You can see how that did. So I'm going to put a break right there. You can see I've got an extra break in here that I don't want. And so I can use this intersect join two lines tool. I'm going to click there. I'm going to click right up here. I'm going to say OK. Well, that didn't do it. Well, I'm going to undo a couple of times. getting these extra brakes was a problem with rejoin those. These extra brakes were a problem from a long time ago. So I'm going to break this right here. And then join that. Same thing over here. Put a brake right there. Of course, you can fix this. I just don't know what there is to fix. Now you should be able, I think, to get some of this auto built. These roof planes here. But I think these two right here, these two roof planes would be the problem with auto building. Conceivably, you might use the Dutch gable setting. If you had a wall out here that you were auto building these porch roofs over, you might be able to use the Dutch gable setting, but I don't think so. It may be simpler to, instead of trying to instead of auto building these roof planes, might be easier to auto build this porch roof and these two roof planes over here, and then manually come in and complete these. But I'm not going to go there. This has gone on long enough.